So exciting. Ooh. Probably have to resync, huh? Rough life. Rough life. Oh my gosh. Connect. What are you doing? You guys. It's a record, man. 2 for 2. Oops. Ooh, no, it's because I had to sync it. That's why. Okay, here we go. Okay, good to go. All right. Bringing out the old school iPods. Dude, Guns' chair joins. Killing me, man. Dude, you guys and these names. Dear Lord. It's a problem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna be honest, man. You know what feels really good? Excuse me. It feels good when you have everything done. I mean, yeah. It feels great when it's like, you know, you've added that last number in the last cell on the last row and or column, and you're like, okay, like I'm done. Oh, it feels great. Just wanted to throw that out there. And that's not to undersell. Genuinely. Feels good. Yeah. So. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Also, public sheet is already accessible. So it's right here. I talked about it in the video. It's already up on the Discord. Yeah, so yeah, you guys can check that out at any timer. Dude, who are these people? Always love it when you get messaged by bots, man. Wild stuff. Tis weird. But yeah, Abdul, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be doing group predictions now. Once we finish our promos, as usual, because I finally have everything done to where we can do previews with some nice advanced stats too as well. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Asta, what's up? And Guns chair number 3, dope. Welcome. But yeah, the pool review video is out. I uploaded it, I think, like 2 hours ago. Was it about 2 hours ago or so? Something around there. I think it was, yeah. About 2 hours ago. So, and then it has information on there. Just kind of a nice condensed version. But yeah, we're going to do some group predicts. And then we got to update RoW League for week 2. Maybe if we get some time later, I still got to go through all the KvK seasons and update some of the remainders just to kind of see where they are, if we might be able to get any wars going on. So yeah. So yeah, a couple things we're gonna do today, but I think the prediction should be fun. Also, I will be streaming Friday. I was worried for a second. I said this yesterday on stream that I thought the group predictions, or sorry, when the groups are announced, I was saying that they were going to happen on Saturday. Technically, they're happening on Friday night because that's the 5th going into the 6th at reset. So, at least my time. So, that means that I will be able to stream the group previews or when the groups are officially announced. So, I'm really excited for that. So, we will absolutely be streaming on Friday as well. And we will be there to announce all the groups. And because we pretty much have the data pulled already, I'm going to try and maybe pull the data again Thursday, Friday. So I might try and pull it like Thursday night. So there's a chance we might do that for like the Thursday evening stream where we'll start I'll start maybe pulling the data Thursday and then try to finish doing it Thursday night on stream. Just so we have updated numbers for when the groups are announced pretty much 24 hours after. So that's kind of the plan right now for like Thursday, Friday stream. Again, still, I'm going to be trying to stream every night. Wednesday's iffy right now, just because I might be going out with some family. But at least, well, we'll see. Tuesday, Thursday... Yeah, the thing. If we do stream Tuesday, Thursday, it might be just a little bit later. Yeah, so we'll see on that. But again, I was trying to start streaming a little earlier today, but I had to finish up some house stuff. So like I'm basically good for the week now, which is good. Yeah, only other thing we got to do is mow the grass at some point this week. Mm-hmm. Jeff says, is all that data updated as of the 30th? So again, I go over that and I give a couple disclaimers in the pool review video on the dates and everything. Basically, everything on here is at minimum updated as of the 30th. There are 2 things that were updated on the 31st and today. One of those is the 250 and 300 mil plus players. That was updated yesterday on the 31st. And then I did go through all the kingdoms that were at least at 10 billion power or more on the 1B plus column, and I did that today. So these are updated, but only updated if they had more than a 1 billion power change, plus or minus. If they were within or under 1 billion power change when I looked at them, I left them as is. And that's just because, like I said, I'm going to go through this again on Thursday and update everything. I'm probably going to remove a couple columns just to simplify. So an example, I might remove 60p, maybe 125p. So we might just do 80 and above, like 80, 100, 150, 200, 253. So we might do that. I might remove those 2. I also might remove the 5 mil column. And we might do maybe something like 10, 20, 30, or 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm still playing. I'm still messing around with that. But at least 2 or 3 columns we're going to minimize, which will save me some time. So, yeah, I mean, it might just be easier, at least for me, to do it that way. So, yeah. But also keep in mind, you know, and I've stated this already a couple times, but it never hurts to reiterate, is that, you know, we were only pulling data for kingdoms that were active status and above. So anyone that was normal status, I will only go through and pull their stuff if they get put into you know, like a topper group, if you will. Like if they get matched with an active, crowded, or full status kingdom, as an example, then I'll pull them. So if it ends up being where like all the normal status kingdoms are getting paired with the normal status kingdoms, then yeah. Or if it's, you know, overwhelmingly normal status kingdoms and it's just a couple bill power, then, you know, I won't do that. But if it's maybe something closer to like around 10 billion, give or take, and it's a normal and they get paired with, you know, a bunch of actives, then yeah, I'll probably go through and pull that. Cool. All right, let me see here. I think we're good now. Oh, somebody messaged me. Yeah. Alpha, what up, baby? Whoa, NTS is almost 30 bills. Since when? Well, I mean, as of yesterday. Or the 30th, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, man. Ask the Saint Echo versus NTS. Okay. All right. I think we're good there. Akash, what's up? Hey, NASTi, you are missing server 152. They're a newly captured server. What activity status are they? That's the important question. So you said it's 152. We can take a look. Let me see. You said 152, right? Also, if you're just hanging out with us and you're enjoying the stream, help us out. Throw us up. All right, we're at 7 likes. Got to get to 10. That's our new goal. Appreciate you. You said 152. Let's take a look. So, okay, 152 is normal. So again, like I stated, the only way I would pull that is if they get matched with, you know, majority actives, or maybe it's like one normal, two normals, and a bunch of other actives. Then yeah, then at that time we would pull them. So, or if they get matched with crowdeds, you know, by chance, if that ends up happening. Okay, let's go through now and do some predictions on how do we think this is going to go. Oh, I just said your mic is plugged. It'll be easier once I excuse me, once I plug everything over. So let me do this. Let's do a copy for this because it'll help me skadoosh this stuff over. Let's do it like this. Ooh, no, that's not the right one. Yeah. Hmm. $76. Oh yeah, let's do that first, so I don't forget. Yeah, man. Kimono, what's up? Welcome. BN's an MFD hater confirmed. Wow. Yeah. Wait, where's MFD? Oh, I am. I'm. Here you go. You wanna? Where? Hang on. Psh. Okay, you can see him now. Yeah. I mean, it's just the end stats, you know, at the tippity tip. Let me. All right, cool. Yeah. We'll start plugging some predictions here in a moment. Oh, pushing that mage greatest heights, jeez. Yo, so with the flower event, you know, I didn't realize initially people were getting so hyped up about the flower event that it looks like the flower event is game wide, because I took a look at it and I was like, man, there's just so many servers that are shown on there. If that's the case, that's really interesting, because that technically would be the first time they've ever done this would be the first time they've ever done a game wide event that was just all servers. Like, just really interesting. At least that I can recall. And it almost makes you wonder if are they using it? Are they using the flower event? Right, because like as an like where is it? Here, if I let me zoom real quick. Right? So I have no idea what this is. But yeah, like it's just from every kingdom, right? You can see where everyone is globally on the board, and then you see, you know, like top 10 rewards, etc. Right? If you want to get, you got to make it in top 300, right? If you want to get the cosmic thread, okay, we get it. But yeah, I didn't realize that it was game wide like that. It's just nuts. But it makes my point where I'm going with this is it makes you wonder if are they doing the flower event as a way to test, maybe doing future like game wide style events. Because if they are, like, that could be really dope. And they're just kind of saying like, okay, we're just going to test this out, but you know, we really want to try and do some other stuff. Yeah. Like, to me, it just feels like, dude, the short-term memory loss is kicking it so hard right now. So yeah. Yeah, like I think the flower event is unique, right? Where you can choose to kind of keep and hoard or give. And then, which is funny because to me, the flower event is kind of like a popularity contest. I almost wonder if I should cover it. When does it end? Oh my gosh, let me see real quick. Now you guys are giving now after I'm thinking about this a little bit more, I'm kind of getting some ideas here. I got to see when it ends real quick, because most of the time they'll keep the leaderboards there 24 hours after an event finishes. Like they do that with Greatest Heights. Let me see. Okay, so it ends in 2 days. Disable other players' flower effects on the map. Yeah, sure, why not? So I don't get it. Flower power chivalry at I can click on one. Oh, I see. This is to give. Oh my god. Dude. Jeez. What the heck, bro? What is this? How has this one person received 100? Like, I mean, that's a lot, right? How many can you give away at a time? Oh, do I have to claim stuff? Okay, what is it? Obtain gems directly. Oh. Oh my gosh. So, oh, I see. So this is to give. And then what's flower power chivalry? Oh, this is sent. Oh, I see. This just shows you who has sent the most amount. Dude, oh my god. How do you get these though? Obtain gems directly from oh, you can get these from purchases. Can you get where's the rules? She's the dev's friend for real. Dude, just nuts. I mean, that's like a high number. Yeah, so how do you acquire? Because when I click plus, I only have 10. Oh, I see. Receive 50, 100. Oh, I see. Receive 100. Okay. But can you also receive them from purchases? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. So I get other flowers. But can you buy anything? Is there like a pack or something you can buy? Ah, you can. So there's probably a couple you can do here. Is it in great value too? Oh, it is. Look at that. All the dudes are gonna do it's just nuts, bro. That's pretty wild. I'm just gonna say that. Like, wow. I don't know. I just don't know if I was expecting the numbers to be that high. Like, that's pretty high. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 10 likes. One more, you guys can do it. So, so that's. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm just saying it's pretty crazy, right? So she's got. Why is this so? Why is her name familiar to me too? Um, will it show me top 300 if I scroll the way? Let me see. I have 10. I'm ranked 31,000. It's nuts, man. So good. It's so good. Does it show top 300 or does it show more? Amelia's like, maybe she has a lot of farms. Okay, so it goes to 300. So number 300 is 2,000. I mean, that's so disparaging, man. 2,654 to, I mean, yeah. Honestly, dude, I may have to, now that I'm thinking about this, I genuinely am getting curious. So I very well may, if Emma ends up winning this, I honestly may reach out and want to sit down and do an interview and just like ask, like, how did this happen, right? And like, were you getting support from other players, other kingdoms? Because to me, this just seems like a pure popularity contest to an extent, right? I mean, listen, you know what's funny about this, dude? How is Guns number 4, bro? How is Guns number 4? Look at this guy. I mean, I just want to point out, you know what, this ladder, and okay, maybe this is just me, and you guys will have to, I don't think this is a hot take at all. I actually think this is a pretty reasonable take if you look at it objectively. So, okay, so this is my take. Is that, and I'm curious if anyone is going to guess where I'm going to go with this. Because I was actually considering doing a video on something like this before as well. But the flower event to me almost feels like this could have been, you know how I wanted to do that video on the hottest women in COD? It kind of feels like the crowning of a queen event, you know what I mean? Because it's flower power. So to me, it almost just feels like it's kind of like a lady popularity contest. That's probably the most PG way of putting it. Does anyone else get that vibe? Is it just me? Oh, I accidentally muted myself there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying what I'm thinking, man. Like, that's how it feels to me, is that it just kind of feels like that, where it's kind of like a lady popularity, like who's going to get crowned kind of queen of the prom type of thing. It's obviously no surprise that Guns is up there. So, we understand. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, if Emma wins, I'll definitely reach out, because I would be genuinely curious to sit down and interview the winner of this event, because it's the first time this event has happened, or at least a game wide event, and the first time this one has happened. But yeah, it just makes me wonder. That's where I'm going with it. But yeah, does anyone else get those vibes? Is it just me? Am I just kind of like on my own island on that one? Everyone else is like, yeah, boss, you are. No one else thinks that this is a female popularity contest event, or that it could be like a pseudo. Not saying they did that on purpose, but it's like a pseudo, you know, prom queen popularity contest to an extent. Yeah. I'm just saying what it feels like other people might be thinking. That's all. Thanks. Yeah. What was this, Raz? Being doing something else on the side of the spreadsheets. What's up, Raz? Visa, what's up, man? LMAO, she's the dev's friend for real. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, like, dude, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of flowers that you've been given. And you're just so much farther ahead than anyone else. Like, it just, I mean, that's just, you know, like, where is it? Like, what's happening? Are they making, you know, some kind of like, you know, are they going into kingdoms and promoting it in like a bunch of different world chats? Are they like DMing anyone and everyone they know? You know what I mean? It's like a pyramid scheme, but like they're doing it in a friendly way. where it's just the notification. Like where is it coming from? It's just a lot. Yeah. That's really all I'm saying. Abba says she was the first player who was first place, so everyone would just okay. Oh, I see. So it probably had a little bit of that snowball effect. Okay, I could see that. If there was a little bit of that like first place snowball effect. Okay. Jeff saying all the noobs giving flowers to her. Oh, Betsy. That's funny. So Scuffle gives you 10 free flowers to give out. Okay. Oh, daily. Okay, interesting. She was farming the flowers with other accounts. Okay. Maybe she's got a lot of farms. Okay, maybe. Miguel, can we get back to the sheet of the numbers? Yeah, no, we will. Yeah, we will. Yeah. We're gonna continue here in a moment. I'm just trying to wrap up some of the in-game promo stuff. And then we're gonna get right into the predictions. I already got the tab set up. Yeah, man. So inside that sweet pix is a muscular body. Dude, damn. You guys, man. There's just like, man, you know, some people are just jaded, man. It's nuts. Oh, it's violent. Your words hurt. My man over here just crushing souls. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Kidding. What's up, man? On paper, it is, but reality, people just click whoever is top to spend their flowers and receive the frame for sending 200 flowers. Okay. So I see. So it's probably just that easy. It's like, okay, let me just get rid of it. This is the obvious choice. Let's just kind of front load the winner or who's ever winning. Yeah. Okay, I can see it. Is that 35? Yeah. Frizzy, what's up, man? NASTi, what's up, man? Just chilling. You know, about to do some predictions, get some Road League Week 2 updates. A couple of things. Tiny, I'm at 164 on that trash event. Spent way too much. Damn, bro. Frizzy says a bunch of COD bunnies begging for flowers. What? Is that like literally what's just happening? We go. How do we go from group predictions to the flower event? No, we're getting there. We're filling right now just so I can finish getting the in-game promos out. So just so I can max out my my thing. Damn, bro. Milio, that is a bar, bro. That is a bar. And respectfully, it's a bar that is accurate and could also be taken in a very PG rated way. Like we just jeez. Oh, it's like we're just trying to justify it at this point. But I see what you did there. Jeez, man. He said everyone dumped their load on Emma. Load of flowers. We get it. Yes. Yeah. Except we'll take that in a more in-game literal sense. Oh Lord. $63. What am I doing here? Ooh, 1? Okay. Let's do that. Tiny says Emma's only winning because her boyfriend boosted her to first within the first 30 seconds and all the whales just dumped into her. Oh, really? Interesting. Who's Emma's boyfriend? Do I know the player? Or is it just someone in that kingdom? Where was she at? 450 something? No idea. Okay. Wait. Then how do you know it was the boyfriend? Frizzy's like, yeah, what Tiny said. Jeez, man. GPT, what's up, man? My guy says simping. Frizzy said she was on the front page that whole time. Oh, really? So, like, from the very beginning, she was clearly #1. Oh, okay. Okay. So it wasn't like she worked her way up there. Like, she was clearly the front runner, like, shortly after the event opened, if not nearly after the event opened. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Jeff. I don't know if we need the no Diddy comment. Tiny says, is not justifying it, so what happened. The top 3 have been the same since the event started. It's the fastest way to drop flowers if you're a whale. Okay. I guess, yeah, it makes sense. It's like you're not going to scroll. Oh, I see. Gosh, that actually does make sense because, yeah, if you are up there at like a mid-high spender level, you probably just want to get rid of these as fast as you can. You don't want to like have to research for people or try and boost someone. You're like, okay, this is the person there. It's the least amount of clicks, least amount of scrolling, least amount of time spent. Okay. So it's more for convenience. So it's like, okay, so it's like literally a snowball effect then. Like the very definition of that, and just maybe just non-motivational / laziness. Okay. Jeez. That's nuts. I mean, just a little nutter butters there. Okay. Oh, she said it. Someone asked her how she was top. Okay. You said the top 3 literally have not changed since the event started. Okay. Ransom, what's up, man? She got my first 500 flowers just because I didn't know how to send them to others. Oh, damn, bro. It's so real. Also, Ransom, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate the love. Yeah, my man was keeping it a buck with us. Just like, I didn't want to search. I didn't want to have to click for anyone else. You're the first person I see. There you go. That's wild. Man, I thought there would have been some more, salesmanship, like more either politicking or, candidate running, feel to it. Man, now this is starting to feel like a letdown. I was kind of hyped in the beginning, but now I feel like now I'm getting all the facts, or at least getting some more information from people. Now I feel like I'm starting to feel a little deflated about what I was saying earlier. Jeez. I'm over here like, man, she really worked for it, but now it's which again, probably it's not anyone's fault. It's just, yeah, I get it. Ease and convenience. Yeah, that's pretty nuts though. Also, we're at 11 likes, 4 more until we're at 15. You guys can do it. It's a bargain. Huh. The realm, huh? Dude. True story? Yeah, man. Tiny's like the real popularity is 4th down. 4th Fourth onwards is where the grind is, really. Okay, got you. So basically what you're saying is so what you're saying is like the real number one is guns. Raz says BN feet reveal when. Dude, I don't even know if I could put my foot up, man. Savage, what's up, man? Tiny's like, if he's fourth, yeah. If he's fourth, yeah. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm done. So done right now, man. Frizzy, no COD buddy content for you. You're right. Oh man, there goes the dream. All right. Let's start these matchup predictions, man. Because if not, I can feel people are gonna start yelling at me. Yeah. All right. You said if he's fourth, yeah. Savage, what's up, man? Hey BN, is 462 active? I don't know. It was worth 462. Yeah, they're active. Oh yeah, that's dads. That's dragons and what is it? Donuts, right? I'm right on that, right? Isn't it dragons and donuts? That's what that stands for. All right. Let's get some predicatoed up her. Okay. Okay. Oh, where am I here? Ooh, level 10. Sweet, dude. All right. Let's start these predicatos and get this crack-a-lack in here, fam. So, number one KvK group. Let's just, I think, start with the obvious. So, well, first off, the important bit is I have to switch some of this up because remember, it's, oh, crap. So we're going to have, I'm just thinking about this now. So we're going to have to do, so it's actually going to be 3v3. Well, it could be different than that, but in most cases, it's probably going to be 3v3. So, but it's going to be 6 kingdoms in a group. So what we have to do is we have to guess which 6 kingdoms are going to be in the group and then do that first. And then we have to go back and figure out if they are in the same group who, well, see, that's going to be hard, man. I think what's easier to do is what 6 kingdoms do we think are going to get matched together? And then once the groups are announced, then we can do a team prediction, right? So we can do that on Friday, because if we try and put 6 in a group on the prediction, I'm thinking about this, and then we use that guessed estimated prediction, and then we do a 3v3, it's like extra work at that point, and we don't even know if that's going to be who it is. So I think what's better is let's start at minimum with what 6 kingdoms do we think are going to get in a group together. I think that'll be easier to start with. So let's do that. So for that, I need before I do anything, let me do this. Let's duplicate this real quick. And then this is going to be matchup predictions. And this will be group predictions. Dude, is someone banging on my door? Who is that? Oh, never mind. Skyman. My dog just starts barking. Stop. Come here. Come here. This guy, his kids, man. Just banging on the door. It's like he knows all these kids. So let's do that. I'm going to do, this is going to be group predictions because, oops, got to space that because that's what we're going to be doing first. So let's jam that out and get that out the way. Okay. So what that means is that I can pretty much remove this that I'm thinking about now. So we can do some editing here. Okay, cool. I'm also going to have to adjust this top layer here in a moment, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. So let's do that real quick. Four. Okay. Let's figure this out. 24. 4, yeah. Okay. So let's just, again, I'm just going to kind of do this simple, man, and just kind of go, I wonder if I should just go top down or if I need to think about this a little bit more. Because we could just say this. But, yeah, when I'm thinking about it more, I just don't know if I like it. Let's organize this based on 100 mil. Because I feel like that's going to give me a little bit better of a sense. But like part of me just feels like it it'll be better. Yeah. Alex, what's up? Welcome. Cozy says do all 6, then we'll do best 3v3. Okay. Yeah. So if I'm going off 100 mils for this, so this is how that would look. Okay, I mean, you got about a 2 bill merit differential, 23.7, so like 6.5 bill power. But your 20 difference on 100 mil plus. It doesn't seem that bad. And that's what? 32? Jeez. 32 differences there. And then 9 differences. Huh. Let me see how 200. Let me see how 200 looks. Part of me just feels like, man, doing it off 200. I mean, maybe for the top groups, but maybe for like the top group, but. So it would be this. Right? Okay, so now we go down to 22. NTS would be out. 25 IL would be out. But the 300 is better. And the 250 is better. Okay. Maybe this could be something. Okay. I mean, you're still going to get the Kingdom Merit gap. I don't think that's going to change. It's about a 7.5 bill, 7.4 power differential. And you have a 18 differential at 200p. But it's better than the other options. So, I mean, actually, this doesn't seem too bad. What do you guys think about this one? Part of me feels like this is the best one so far. 629, huh? So, Okay, so some of you are saying maybe swap NTS. Okay, that's an idea. Absolutely. Okay. So we like, okay, I could see that. I could see that. So swap this with NTS, 30 NA NTS, and then boom, we got the top group. Yeah, because the only other options, if you're looking for some higher numbers like that on the later groups, would either be NTS or OMG. But OMG's power is way too low. There's just no way. Even merits. I mean, not to say it's bad. It's just, yeah, and they fall off more on the other numbers. NTS has closer numbers with the other. Okay, I think I like that. I think you guys are onto something there. Okay, so let's do that. Is what we're gonna do. I like that, man. I like that crowdsourcing there. Guys are getting me excited right now. All right, here we go. So let's go. What was it doing? And then we're gonna minus that out. Cool. Huh. Oops, hang on. I have to think about how I'm going to paste this. Because some of these things I don't need. Ooh, hang on. I'm tripping. Sorry, one sec. Let's do it like this. The booty like groceries. Crap. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reset some of these numbers, right? Ooh, no. You know what I need? Merit percentage. So I'm gonna have to. Okay, let me think about this. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just need to remove all this, huh? So I'm not limited. And then we'll just have to rebuild it out because we're doing it differently. So let's do that. I'm just going to delete all this because it'll make it easier for me. I already have copies of another places, so I'm not super worried. Oops. Yeah. Hey, oh, no. Let's not do that. Okay. We're good. But I want to do the PvP percentage. What did I call it on my other sheet? Oh, here. M over P. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do, we'll maybe just keep it similar. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, no, you know what we'll do? We'll add this in last. Because then everyone is in. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. I had to think about this for a sec. Oops, hold up. Oops, hang on. Ooh, crap. Let's go like this. Gotta remember how I'm gonna do this now. Whoa. Oh. I have to do it the old-fashioned way, huh? Doesn't that suck? You know what we'll do? Scrap that. We'll do it like this. Let me. Oh, hang on. Didn't I load this up already over here? No. It's gonna take a little bit longer on that one. So, yeah, whatever. We'll just go back and forth. Screw it. we're already here. Yeah, this one will be easier though, because we'll do this. Cool. All right, there we go. There we go, kiddos. What in the hackaroni? Okay. Whew. Yeah, that was weird. We can actually add a lot to this too. Yeah. On this one, it was like, oh, that's why, because we also had the kills that heals. Okay. Nice. We made it to 15 likes. Sweet. 5 more and we're at 20. That's a new goal. Thanks. Okay. So this is estimated group 1 right now. I need to do something to show that these have been filled in. Let's use a highlight color. So now we know who we have left. Yeah. You know what we could do? Let's do this. I have a better idea. Hang on, I have a better idea. Let's use a throwaway. There we go. Let's use a throwaway, which means I can go like this now. Yeah, whatever. And then we'll remove NTS. Okay, so this is who we have left. Yeah. Dude, isn't this sick, though? This is pretty cool. Let's do this, though. Let's add some stuff up real quick. Let's do some sums across the board. Dude, that red is hurting me right now. I like blue. Let's not underline. And then let me just make sure I have the numbers formatted right. Okay, cool, we do. Bring that back. Cut on me. Reason you would VIP. Okay. So there we go. So this could potentially be just like free for all. It just send full send. Yeah. Vikingo says maybe an AI program can predict better with all the data included. That's actually interesting. Like if I threw all this into like a chat GPT, I may actually consider doing that. That's not a bad, awful idea. Yeah. It's like, where's ChatGPT? Yeah. Just up the phone, ask based on power and 100 mil boom easy. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'm a little bit more of a purist. Like I do like doing it manually. I think it's nice to kind of maneuver and try it ourselves, you know? I think there's just a little bit of organicness, if you will, to it. Vikingo says, yeah, merit power ratio also, yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll add that in, absolutely. Vikingo says, yeah, but even with that sheet, ChatGPT, yeah, I'm sure it can. Mortadella, what's up, man? This would be the craziest KvK in history, but sadly, I fear they don't agree on good Diplo. I mean, this would be pretty nuts, man. Like, the last one... I don't know, what were the last ones? SOS 9, SOS 10, let's see. I'm just trying, I want to figure out, like, what was the strength of the groups? So we have teams... Oh, no, sorry, hang on. That was teams. So the top one for last season was 154 million. And then 140. Yeah, okay, so 154. In 9, let me see what the strength was here. I'm about to scroll down all the way for this one because I think the strongest ones were near the bottom for this season. Yeah. There you go. So strongest was 154. So I think okay, so that means if this played out, 175 would be the new history peak power for the strongest KvK group in history of the game. Frederico says, "What's up, man? That would nuke the COD servers." Dude, this would be a banger KvK though. You know, say whatever you want. This would be a banger KvK. I mean, they would need to figure it out. But this would, you know, what's interesting is I wonder, are they going to have it where we can choose, where they can select the starting zones, or maybe that's not in yet? Because I know we read something on that and I covered it where it is coming. Part of me feels like maybe it's just not here yet because they haven't mentioned anything. But man, would that be so sick if there was that opportunity to see them choose and select starting zones. Oh my gosh. Oh, I mean, like that could make this potential KvK. Oh, Kidding says, I feel like they don't throw top 6 in one KvK, maybe top 4. No, Kidding, they did this. They did this 2 seasons ago for the last ROTD. They more or less threw in, and they just kind of went down the list on it. Now, there might have been some plus or minus 1 spots here or there, but it was more or less like this. Yeah. So yeah, this I mean this could be pretty dope though, if they opted to do this one. Morta says, yeah, I think the same. They're probably going to take 4 of these 6 teams and add 2 lower. Yeah, this thing is, I hope they don't, man. Like, I really hope they don't throw any lower kingdoms. Like, you just need to add in whoever the top 6 is that will get you that'll make Diplo the easiest. That's really what you got to look at. So, yeah, I mean, say whatever you want. This could be an absolute banger KvK. Ugh. Man. Okay. Let's do the second one. Let me do this. And so this would be the number 2 KvK potentially. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Okay, so this is who we have left. So now we got to look at who would be the next group. So I think we're still going off 200. So we'd be looking at, I think these, right? Which, I mean, to be fair, it's not awful. Lowest is 18, highest 25. Okay, but it's about 7. That's more or less about what the number 1 group would be too. Let me look at this a little bit more though. Dude, you know what's wild? Is that 515 would be just based on power, they'd be the strongest. That's pretty funny. And they're basically like one of the youngest servers. Yeah. That's pretty nuts, man. That is just so funny. So, okay, let me see. Is there anyone else we could do? Yeah. Kelsey says EIS Rage, NTS versus Echo WB BTX. Okay, for best Diplo. Doubt they'd even do Diplo this game again. Ice Baby, what up, man? Boss NASTi, thanks for the video, man. You're welcome. Hope you guys enjoy. The public sheet's already out too. Vikingo, I like the organic sheets. That's good stuff. Mordell says banger if they manage to make a Diplo. I know, right? Synthetic, what's up, man? Welcome. Every time KvK always had bad, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that you're not too far off there, absolutely. Mortis says, yeah, it would be crazy zone one fights. Twin says, so once the matchmaking is over and the groups are announced, would you have data on all the rest of the other alliances and predictions? So, again, I did state this previously, but once the groups are announced, honestly, I don't know if I am going to pull data for all of like the normal status KvKs or the ones that maybe have majority of normal status in them. The only way I would pull for the normal status, like a normal status kingdom at this point, is if they were in a group that had majority active status kingdoms, or maybe a crowded or two that was worked in there. I only say that because you have to keep in mind I'm doing all this manually. If I've said this the past two streams as well, but if I was getting game scans from Fuzzy, then yeah, I would do everyone regardless of their status, because it would take me like 10 minutes to plug everything in. But at the moment, just with me doing these 106 kingdoms, like it took me like 6 hours just to do like all the data you see here for these 106 kingdoms that are just the actives, crowdeds, and full statuses. It took me 6 hours. Like when I just kind of, because I did it in 2 stints. So it took a while. So yeah, for that's why I'm saying I would only pull data for other kingdoms that are not these ones, which would be the normal status ones, is if they're in a group with majority actives, or maybe, like I said, a crowded or two. Just because, I don't want to go insane and just straight up work myself into the ground. Iceman says, everyone drop a like on this video for 10% merit boost. Dude, I like that. That'd be so dope if that was a thing, to be fair. Yeah. That would actually be pretty cool. Jeez. Okay, so I got to think what we think on this one. TS has some matchmaking curves, so I'm mentally preparing myself to not be top KvK. Jeez, man. Cooler Reed, what's up, man? Welcome. BTX said they're moving to G1, but turned back on G3 because Sudden realized the alliance registered G1 art mostly T4 by being put into another top 1 KvK like last season. Doubt they even fight. Man, who knows? Aries, what's up? Welcome. FYH is food. Dude, bold statement, man. Bold statement. I will say I do think FYH could make it into the second group. Absolutely. I don't think there's anything that would indicate that they wouldn't potentially be able to make it in there. Yeah. Tenga says, yeah, 25 IL. It's 27, yeah. What's up, Tenju? What's up? Welcome. Yeah, because RC and OMG don't have the power or merits for that KvK, yeah. Miguel says MFD instead of REC. Bad Dog, what's up, man? Welcome. Okay. So you're saying 25 Ion RG should go in for RC OMG. You said 25L ROG should go in. Okay. Okay, so OMG R. Okay, I mean, OMG REC do have lower merits here, and obviously they're lower power as well. I guess, yeah. However, the thing to keep in mind on this one is that RAC and OMG do have 250 mil plus and 300 mil players. Just to throw that in there for consideration. Yeah. But I mean, Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not going to overvalue that, then yeah, maybe you take the higher merit counts because that would be 3 and 3, 6. All right. Okay. So let's see how that would work. So OMG here, ROG. So okay, yeah. So let's look at OMG real quick. So 158 to 121. So what's that? Plus 37. They have 12 more 125s. They have 9 more 150s. They have 8 more 200s. They have 5 more 250s. I mean, that's a lot, man. But at the end of the day, I mean, ROG does have 5.2, 5.3 billion more power. That also means more troops. Interesting. Okay. And then how does IL look compared to them? Like just to OMG. So 98 to 121. That's what, plus 23. 29. I mean, they have more than double the 125s. They have 5 more 150s. Oops, hang on. Am I on the right one? No, I'm not. Here we go. 29. Yeah, that's double. 11 to 35. They have 3 times the amount of 150s, 4 times the amount of 200s, 3 to 12. They have 5 more 250 mil pluses. They got 3 300s. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that, like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Let's look at how many 20s did they have. So 30, they had 39 people at 20 million merits compared to RG's 42. Okay. And they had 41. I mean, that's pretty close. How about 15 mils? Okay, so they had more 15 mils, more on both. And at 10 mils, OG had 115. They had ROG at 154. Okay. So more overall participants per for 25 and for ROG. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it just me? Like, I don't know, man. Am I maybe just a little high on OMG? I don't know. Am I high on OMG right now, or are maybe some people just underestimating because of like the 5 bill power differential and the merits? I don't know. It just like part of me feels like maybe they could hang. To everyone, damn. Yeah. I mean, again, it's not like I don't see the other side of the coin on this one. It's just, yeah, it's just like their numbers are bad. Oh, you know what we could do? Hang on. Let's remove the king column because we don't need that. That's a waste. Let's do this. Yeah. And then, there we go. Okay. So if you guys want to look at PvP percentage, I threw that in there. So actually, this makes it easier too on the group predictions because I'm going to show this in right now. Yeah. There we go. So let's do that. C2. There we go. Cool. And then we can do an average and then format that. Cool. Okay. So that looks, this is better now. This is better. Ooh. It is pushed a little bit though there on the MP. So maybe we just remove kingdom status, huh? Or maybe the migration points. I don't really need that. Yeah, let's do that. I don't really need the migration points. Let's just remove that at this point because this is the throwaway one, so I don't really need any of that. Yeah. Right. Nice, dude. 2 more likes until we're at 25. You guys can do it. All right, let me see what I got here. Tenja says ROGW. Oh, hang on. Let me highlight. So you're saying ROGW 25 A2G RFF. Okay. We best OGRC in the third KvK. Okay, 25, 27 build that can't be left into the third KvK. Yeah. and again, I can understand that when you're just looking at the 27 and the 23. Maybe if it was a little bit closer. Okay, let's do. I mean, yeah. Let's see how it looks. We can always potentially swap out again. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Do I need to add it to the public one? Excuse me. Oh yeah, I guess I should. I don't really need this anymore. Hang on. Don't yell. Let me see. H2. I gotcha. Problem is it just doesn't show everything. Maybe I should just remove migration points. Do I think people really care about how many migration points? Probably not. Okay, there you go. Okay, I fixed it. There you go. Don't judge. Honestly, though, maybe I need to do the same thing here too, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I don't really care about the king thing, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just leave it like this for now. We can adjust more later if we need to. Chef, you're welcome, man. No worries. No worries. You are welcome. Okay. So, oops, hang on. So this is what we're looking at for next year. So you guys are saying, okay, well let's just take a look. Let's play it out. So let's do you guys said not OMG, not RAC. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Oops, cred. Ally. Man, let me this is my throwaway. Let me just make it super easy for me so I don't have to overthink this. So you said OMG. Okay, let's see. And then it was throwing in okay, let me hang on. We're bringing in right? Okay. Whoa. Okay. So Hmm. Okay. This is okay. So okay, but this is what we're thinking. No FW is food for what? Yeah, I don't know too much. I don't know too much about 515. I'd have to go back and see who they played last season. Yeah. Vikingos is very credit to lots of C4s. Jeff says thanks. Kelsey, they seem very active. Tension, bring the KvK faster. Start fighting. Touche. Beans, what's up, man? I don't think FW has fought any big alliance. I don't think so. I don't even know if 515 was in the G2 pool last season. Let's see. Oh, they were. So they were at They were at 2351 migration points. What was their power, though? Oh, here you go. So, wow, dude. So they really boosted. So they were, about 2 months ago, they were 14.2 bill. Wow, dude. So they gained 10 billion, 11 billion power. That's a lot. Tis a lot. Hmm. The Kingo says, yeah, they won against 410 in first down, but lost Dragon. Okay. Tension says, I would change NA with RFF. Okay. Wait, what? Am I blind? Where's RFF? Oh, they're here. Sorry, I just did. Like, where are they? Oh, they're at the bottom. Whoa. What in the heck? Okay. 685. Let's see. 689. So you think we should put RFF? Okay, let's just see how that looks. Who else do I think could maybe fit there? Hmm. Hmm. So maybe. Hmm. Hmm. I just don't know, man. Part of me just feels like, yeah. Listen, this is what I genuinely think. Like, you want to know my real thoughts right now? Part of me feels like RAC, OMG obviously have to go in the third group, but part of me feels like there is a chance that they could just run away with a third. Like, they will just be outliers, or at least having some advantages. Because no one else. Oh, it may be RFF. It's just. Yeah, but who would you swap RFF? Who did they say for NA? I mean, RFF does has better PvP percentage. Lowest PvP percentage here is A2G. Yeah. Kelsey's saying NA has a 4-hour uptime, 20-hour downtime. Kelsey's like, I just want to see RFF versus 225. Jeff is not saying NA was good. Law is giving them some slack. Okay. Yeah. I mean, again, man. RFF has really good PvP percentage. Like, I mean, they fight. You know. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I could maybe see you selling me on maybe like ROG. I don't know about NA though, unless I mean, they did get a lot more merits though, and I mean, you'd have A2. I mean, it would either be A2G, ROG, or NA because they have the lowest merits. Could we fit anyone else in here besides RFF? That's the question. Right, 27 likes. 3 more until we're at 30. You guys could do it. Is there anyone besides RFF that we could consider putting in the second group? How about 21? What about 21 SW? Honestly, dude, maybe even Apex. Like, I'm not mad at that, man. What about Apex or 21 SW? Maybe even MFD. Maybe? I mean, I just want to see how it looks. Yeah. What was that? Because NA has the power and they always have, but never have they hit with it. Okay, interesting. Yeah, but if RFF meet 25 in this config, for sure we'll be allies. Fighting them last KvK was like a mid A seed. I'd love to see RFF 25 and 25 versus A2G WAL. Aries and Merits is insane. Last KvK, I watched RFF. They look crazy. I think NA is better in third KvK. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe we leave it then, because we can always maybe do an adjustment later. Okay. So, okay. Maybe we leave then, right? I mean, I think the only reason you would change is if you really found just a super quality that just exceeds one of the lowest ones. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's just leave it. We'll leave it. Let's do the third one. If something else like really jumps out at us, then okay. We'll go from there. All right, let's see. So, all right, who do we put in the number 3 KvK? So it's going to be, I have this sorted off power right now, but we probably need to sort this off hundreds, huh? Yeah. So this is what we'd be looking at initially. I mean, D&D's too low. There's just no way that would work. Chat comes in, we find NA, they suck. Yeah. Because I find NA, they were boring. You could fit 21S. Yeah, I was thinking maybe 21. Yeah. My gosh, man, why does the short king have to show up at just the worst times? This guy. Listen, man, if you're going to show up in my chat, all I want to see is booty shorts with the American flag and you posing like a Japanese schoolgirl trying to get your social media presence above 1 million followers in 24 hours, okay? That's the only way you are allowed to enter the chat from now on, okay? Just throwing it out there. It's like wild cops. Two more likes until we're at 50. You guys got it. I believe in you. This guy, man. So, okay. Excuse me. Let me try to die here. Because the RG did impress me, though. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to know how Bellerin chat looked this season. Jeez. Okay. So we're going... so this would be our initial 6 that we'd be looking at. This would be prediction for 3rd KvK. Right? So, because you're saying RFF, OMG, MFD, 21SW, RC, TFS. So, no Apex. You're putting TC in there? Where's RFF? I mean... Yeah, maybe. I could maybe see... I don't know about 314. Maybe I feel like maybe they're just a little bit low. Okay, so maybe RFF. What about... So FG, maybe 62. So maybe we'd swap. The only reason is like, this just looks bad, man. Like if we go back and we look at it just based on like just flat power, I just, like that just doesn't look good. Right? So you're saying this? Well, I mean, it's not awful. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this 6 point. I'd have to update this. So I don't know how I feel about this 6.19. I'd have to go double check that one. Yeah. I mean, it just looks rough. Oh, was it? Oh, you're right. I forgot to man, I forgot to remove the kingdoms that selected or skipped. That's a good point. Hang on. That's such a solid point. Where's DBB? Hang on. You're right. I need to remove these. And then POTU, I gotta remove. Oh yeah, I think you are right on ASI. They did do the other group because I think I called them out in the video. I think I shamed them. But no, you're right. And then GDW MFS. Okay. Excuse me, let's see. And then Mel. Yeah, let's remove these because they're not going to be there. And then, yeah, there's ASI. And then I got to do SN hashtag. Yeah, because these are all the ones that are not ROTD. Okay, we're good. Okay, good. Okay, we're good now. Cool. Okay, we're all set. Okay, we're good now. So this would be the new 6 then at that point. Yeah. Gunn said if they do it like last time, we just off power. I mean, we know there's other factors besides power, but we also know that ROTD for the most part pretty much went off of that as like the primary factor. Yeah. Excuse me. So my life is better. Oh, man. Okay. So this would be our potential 6. Damn, kills the NA is ass. Nobody wants to. Dude, you guys are so violent, man. Jeez. Tangent RFF should be in the second group. The RFF glaze is crazy. NA and RFF need to switch. What team gets them? Yeah. Like imagine WO versus NA. Yeah. I would change IWG for MDF. Or MFT. You would change IWG for MFT. Yeah, I mean that probably seems like not an awful call. Yeah, I guess I actually could see that being better. So 105. So better 10, double that, times 4 that. Yeah, 37. Yeah, I mean, they're close. Yeah, because they fixed it up the most there. 12. Okay, yeah. So it's like another. Okay. Actually, I like that. I like that. Let's do. I think I like that for the third group. Okay. Yeah. And maybe we could try and look for someone else, maybe to work in there. Let's see. So this is who we'd have left. Yeah. So. Yeah, because it actually doesn't compare to RFF though. Whereas when are you doing 167 Pookie? Well, whenever they come up. Whenever they come up. So this would be our estimate for group 3. So is there anyone else we could put in the group besides them? Excuse me. What about NXW? I'm not mad at NXW. How would that look? Lower merits. They would only beat out FG in PvP percentage. I mean, they beat them out in 20 and 15, but not in 5 and 10. Well, they beat them out at 125. They beat them out at 150. And they would tie for 200. But they're 4 bill less. I mean, it's close, but it's just not. Yeah, it's not overwhelming. It's not overwhelming enough for me to, I think, to work them in. I think that might be okay then for prediction on group 3. Yeah. Yeah. Stannis, what's up, man? Is this what you want to see or what you think it's actually going to be? These are just predictions on what we think it might be. Yeah. If I did it based on what I'd want to see, I would probably do it I would do some things a little bit differently. Not to say that I, wholeheartedly disagree with the estimations. Gun says, what's 1 and 2 predictions? These are 1 and 2. Let me skadoosh. Hopefully that helps. If I just move my face over a little bit more. So yeah, this is what we have for, these are our predictions for 1 and 2 at the moment. No, we have not done TFS yet. I think they're coming up. But yeah, this is what we're thinking for 1 and 2. Yeah. Now, I mean, if I spent a little bit more time on this, I mean, I might have done like maybe 1 or 2 adjustments, probably at least 1 for maybe for the number 1, maybe 2 for this, for the number 2 group. But I mean, I'm not like against this either. What up, Ducky? What's up? Welcome. Synthetic. What do you think of HD 500 with their recent massive recruitment? Oh, where are they? Are they on the list? Okay, so let's do number 4. Let's do number 4 KvK prediction for what we got. To make a little higher. So this is what we'd be looking at for number 4, if it's just straight top down. Interesting. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah. I mean, the sore thumb feels like BB at 45, just with a lower PvP percentage. But I mean, power's all close. Merits is really close for the other 5. How does? Oh yeah, I mean they look oof. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I could consider swapping out BB because BB feels like the sore thumb here in this group. Yeah. So I think I would. But then the question becomes, okay, who do you swap BB for? Because, yeah. Well, this is the reason I wouldn't. So to be fair, I would not swap BB for TFS. And the reason I wouldn't do that is because you have to look at setting up the next group appropriately. And you have to look at this, right? So it's like, for me, the next group has to include RAC, OMG. It's got to include TFS and BNR. Like, that's just minimum based on like these hundreds and 150, 200 numbers. You just like, and again, they all have really good PvP percentages. They're all around 18 bill. So I would not put any of those four in this group. So it would have to be someone else. Don't get me wrong. Could that be interesting? Sure. But I don't think it would be fair. I think it would be more fair when you have a little bit more of a collective of kingdoms that are a little similar across a wider array of stat fields compared to just like throwing in an RAC or an OMG into this mix. I feel like it would imbalance a little bit too much. I would love to see GG get dodged again, you guys, man. Oh, the violence, man. Oh wow. What in the fudge sickle did I just do? That did not look good. So for me, it's got to be someone besides those four, right? That's who we got to find right now. Someone besides those four that we can work in. So again, maybe LXV. I don't think that's awful. Maybe GG. FSK possibly could be. Those are three that are standing out a little bit. I don't know if I would want to go maybe lower than 16 bill. I mean, maybe even 314 isn't awful. Yeah, 314 actually doesn't look too bad. I mean they got 2 to 3 more 200, so it's like, oh. But if we're going with something similar, LXV seems okay to me. I actually like LXV here, but let me see how the other numbers look. So how does it look compared to everyone else? So 156, okay, they're kind of in the middle-ish. Well, no, they would actually be the new low on that for 100. Okay, so they'd be right around 345, but better than 500. 52, they'd be better. Okay, that's not bad. 26, they'd be in the middle. How about 80? So 84, okay, they'd be better than 410. 49 here. Okay, they'd be better than 3 of them. Okay. Well, 2, because we'd swap out. Oh, no, 3. No, yeah, we'd swap out BB. 15. Yeah, they're right around the middle. 7 on the higher end. Yeah. Okay, I do. I like LXV. So let's do that. We'll do LXV. So I have to do this, right? And then BB. Ransom's like LXV here. No, we want to face TFS. I mean, that's who I like. I think the numbers support it. If you're, because this is the thing, you have to look at like median averages, right? Like, where are you in the pack, right? You don't want to go maybe too high. Like, you don't want to be the new low and you don't want to be the new high. If you can fit somewhere in the average middle, then I think that's ideal. So like, to me, even if you may not want to go, I like it. Now, yeah, I do think that there's 2 others you could consider, right? Like, I think GG is there, but GG would be higher on the 125s. They'd be higher on the 100s. And honestly, you could maybe make an argument for putting them into like the TFS BNR RAC OMG group. I just think that, you know, like I said, you got to look at a little bit more. Guns is like, damn, LXV wants the TFS smoke, savage. Yeah, man. 29 likes. One more until we're at 30. You guys could do it. Okay. Let's see here. Show me something. Oops. Let me level that up. Guys, jeez. So, yeah, man, you guys are too funny. So let's go. What is that? 14 NX and then LX. So, oops. No. Why do you do that to me? You dirty. Oh, man, what is. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it the old fashioned way. Oops, no. Delete. There we go. And then it. Who was it? NX. There we go. And then we did LXV. Okay, cool. So this would be new set now. Okay, so now we're looking at group 4. Oh, sorry. This would be group 5. Apologies. Okay, so this is what we have left for 5. So these would be the top 6, again, just based on power. Yeah. Beans don't. LXV have hella T4, though. I think it was a very new kingdom, right? Status Echo wants TFS. Celeros, what's up, man? Here's the last one for 30. Ransom said we're about 9 months old. Okay. Guns is like, damn, Status, are you Marine, bro? Do you want a challenge? That was a very Navy-like comment. Really? It's getting heated. Or I guess cool, because Marines water, right? Just as LXV would get cooked by TFS. Oh, Victor says, I don't understand the MP line. What does that mean? So MP is just merits over power, right? So it's merits over power. It's just PvP activity. That's all. I guess I could do this at this point, right? There you go. I mean, that might, if that makes it more or easier to understand. Because it's now, bro. LXV got them dogs. Okay. Ducky, last time I checked, LXV had exactly the same amount of migration points as TFS. So, Steinus is swap EIS. Sorry, what was that? Swap EIS for TFS? What? Dude, EIS is at the top, man. We already did EIS, bro. My man. $709. Yeah. I'm gonna need to double. Maybe I'm gonna go into BB real quick. 45. I part of me feels like I gotta double check this on that. Looking like KM. Well, 05DK 305's got low like that too, and SHPZ they're at 6. I mean, you got 2 6s, 2 other 6s down there too. I might have to double check that just to make sure I'm not like super cray there. Dookie hot take. LXV got more cab mains than TFS. Damn. Stan is EAS is doo doo. Man, where's Dark when you need someone to defend? Dude, honestly, man, I think EAS might have. I'll say this. Maybe this is a hot take, but I'll say this. Personally, I think just with all the migration that EIS has got and all the power they've gained and all the, I mean, they got a lot of quality fighters that came in there. I don't think anyone can disparage that. But I will say this. I actually think EIS could potentially have their best KvK showing this season, regardless if they win or lose, like just overall their best KvK performance, even if they end up pulling kind of like an Echo, you know, like an underdog Echo kind of story, you know, where they just still fought their hearts out. But I mean, like with anything, we'll see. Guys like TFS is cooked though. Like what? 8 says Bean says BB got to put down 2 more KvKs. Alex B's tired of the disrespect. Ran some friends in the server and want to face an established respected kingdom. Yeah. Kelsey back when we beat down TFS. Jeez. What? It's simple. It's messed out, man. Jeez. Oh. That was funny. You guys are killing me right now. That was good. That was good. Okay. So for this one, I think I need to swap in BNR. Oh, sorry. I needed to check 45 real quick because I needed to make sure that I wasn't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, basically. Yeah. Oh God, let me check that, dude. 45. Hang on. Let me just make sure. Let's check it out. Because I want to be absolute, like the vodka. What is BB doing, guys, man? Let me just make sure on merits here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, merits is right, and yeah, power's right. Yeah. Okay, that holds up. So part of me feels like I gotta swap BB out. Maybe I think we gotta swap BB and Dad. Right? So I think we swap in BNR absolute. So I think it's gotta be this. So I think these are our 5 right now. This is what I'm looking at. So shit, maybe X, huh? Oh no, maybe FSK. Yeah, I don't know if I could go below 15 or 16. That'd be hard. TCX 0033. Yeah. 321. I kind of like OO. I don't think OO is bad. Oh, Vikingo mentioned OO too. Yeah, I'm not off on OO here. Just because I want to see some 150 pluses too mixed in, and the problem is like the 125, they're all kind of around 16. You got 2 at 30 with GG and BNR, so you know. And again, lowest PvP percentage is RAC at 12.97. Everyone's at 18. Lowest merits 2.4. You know, OO is at around 2.2. They'd be middle of the pack PvP percentage wise. They're not too far off on 100 mils. You know, they're not too far off, at least from the bottom 2 on 125s. They beat at least 1 out on 150s, and then they're middle of the pack on 200s, and also middle of the pack on 300. But maybe 3-3. I mean, 3-3 isn't awful either. Right? They got a few more. I mean, the only thing they're missing is just 1 300 plus, but I mean, again, we all know that's YY's account there in OO that someone else is playing, but who knows if they're going to be able to spend on it. So maybe you can't bank on that too heavily. So maybe you go for a little bit more PvP engagement, even if you have to sacrifice some of the numbers in other places. That might actually be a better approach. If that's the case, then ED 3-3 probably would be best, right? Like if we can't get the numbers up greatly, then we want better PvP percentage, right? So maybe 3-3 isn't bad. Maybe 247 is the way to go. Let me look at ED though. So 2-6. So this is who we'd be looking at, right? So I think these are the only two viable options right now to work into that group. Let's do this. I just want to see how it's going to look. Oh, sorry. I know what we're going to do. Oops. Let's cancel that. And then we'll do it like this. So we'll do this, and then I'm going to throw in 3-3 below, just so we can look at it a little clearly. Okay. Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I guess puppets, really, but yeah. But wasn't puppets YY's account though? Someone else was on it. I thought his account was puppets their own person. Am I tripping on that? I can't. It's the thing. I can't remember that. So someone else might know that. I know YY had two accounts there in 314. I just don't know if Puppets was one of them, or if YY helped Puppets out in any capacity, or if Puppets was their own individual, right? That was supplying themselves. I don't know the answer to that one. Okay. But he's not super. Okay. Okay. EXG Knight, what's up, man? Saying ED makes the most sense. Okay. DeLarin, bro, RoW League. What's up, DeLarin? RoW League is cringe. Take a look at Division 29. Yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna look. Yeah, once we finish this, we'll take a look at some RoW League stuff. I definitely want to. I haven't had enough time to just like sit down and look at it. Just like all the matches this week sucked. Jeez. Guns, give Dookie so I can pluck his feathers. Damn, bro. I'll be honest, this sound a little kinky. Sound a little kinky there, Guns. Damn, bro. A little shocked. Yeah, you say the sweetest things. The only decent matches in Division 4, geez. 363. Yeah. We're at 32 likes, man. 3 more until we're at 35. Thanks. You guys can do it. Oh, wait. Why did I snap? I just like double negative myself. That was awful. So let's look here. Okay, so the question here is: do we keep ED or do we swap for 3? It's 0.16 difference between PvP. It's about 400 mil that separate, so it's not like crazy. Let me see what else I got here. 9. Honestly, yeah. Let's see. So 153, 167. Okay, so better on the 10 mil, 10 more on 5, but we probably value a little bit higher. Really close here on 15, only separates by 3. 7 more 20 mils. 60 mil, but we probably care a little bit more higher. So 11 more 80s, 7 more 100s, 15 more 125s, 9 more 150s. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fill in. I think I'm gonna swap ED for 3-3. I don't know. There's just something about it. I feel like is just speaking to me a little bit more. So I'm gonna plug. I'm gonna plug them. That's what I'm gonna take on that one. So I guess I'll take the under. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of RAC, and then we got TFS, BNR. Who else did I put in that group? TFS, BNR. Oh, GG and 3-3. Okay. So GG and 3-3. Okay. So now we are moving on to group 6. Okay. So initially we'd be looking at that. Yeah. Who played in Division 4? What decent match? Oh, was it maybe like OPB Wind or something? I'd have to look at what the thing was in game because I know it shows the matches. Yeah. Yeah. Sergio, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah. Justice qualifier round should be better matches. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no. I absolutely believe the qualifier rounds will have better like mid tier teams that will be a lot better. You might get some mid high, but I think it's gonna be more mid, like low to mid teams. We'll see some better matchups in qualifiers. Absolutely. Yeah. Kelsey, not what you mean. The TVS KvK wasn't nail biter. A nail biter, bro. Beans, bro, guns. That match was hella fun. It's just both alliances just sucked. Lara and the team I'm against this week had 0 people in last week's match and lost all their players. Entire team has gone down to 3 people. Damn. Oh my gosh. My man, dude. Swap LXV. Swap LXV R150s. Spend like 250s for older. Okay. Guys, I don't think I've ever been to group 6. In group 6. Oh, okay. Oh, it was WW versus CFN? Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They're close. It's like a build difference. Okay. Yeah. No, guns, dude. Absolutely, man. I'll tell you right now. Well, no. They are going to be doing that though. So on the wager, they said they're going to do that once it gets, I think, to the later rounds. So they said they're going to do that where they're going to have some kind of a wager system. Dude, if they do that, I actually might become a bookie. Like I might do like the row books where I like jot down like everyone's like all the percentages, previous match history, averages, trends. Like I wonder if there would be a market for that. Because if so, I may consider doing it. But we do know it's going to come. We know they're going to add it. Either add it or open it to do. Yeah, that's what I should say. Yeah. That's nuts. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm the info broker. I'm the info broker. Yeah. But I wonder if that could become a thing, because then, I mean, I'd have to really be on it for something like that. You know, like who played who before? What was the outcome last time? You know, what do the projections look like? Yeah, I would basically be giving like the over under. I'd be giving like the betting odds. That'd be pretty cool if I could figure out how to do that. It'd probably be a lot, but I wonder if I could. Okay. So number 6 KvK, this is who we're looking at initially. So, all right, let me take a look. Yeah. Listen, man, is it bad of me if is it bad of me if I feel like we have to push BB down to maybe the next KvK group? Like just push them down too? Is it? I don't know. Is it? I just yeah, I just don't think. I don't know. Yeah, part of me just doesn't like BB in that group. Honestly, I'd rather put X in here, or maybe even WGL. Even 314, I think would be good. I think we can probably argue putting 314 in here. I think that's fair. So I think Beans is like, that's just completely valid. I'm just saying, like, hey, listen, if someone else feels that, nah, man, like 45 deserves to be in there, you know, speak up or forever hold your peace. I'm happy to hear it. I just don't know if I'm seeing it. Yeah, for this group, I like OO in here, but now I need to consider maybe 145. Maybe 145 or 286. Possibly. Mark, you said, how is the top 4 KvK looking like? I'll show it off in a moment. Yeah. ED, SHPZ. The only thing I don't like about SHPZ in this one is their PvP percentage. It's just too low. It's similar. Like I'd rather put BB with them, to be fair. Just because they also have 8 more 125 mils, and they have more 100 mils than BB does. So I think there's a little bit more evening that's there. Miguel, you're saying RK5. Maybe take a look at 3. Well, if you do that, you'd have to replace the weakest link. So who's the weakest link in this set? Maybe Dad? Ooh, it's close. I would say it's either Dad or Lion. Yeah, I mean, like give or take. So it's like, you know, you'd have to find someone to replace that. So it couldn't be SHPZ in my opinion. It could be maybe X if you swapped out one. Yeah. I'll say this though, dude. I would already be hyped for just this group, just for the fact that Lion is in the same group that FSK is in, dude. That I will pay money to watch this group, just because I already know. Oopsies. Just because I already know that there's a very high, if not a guaranteed chance that Lion will be on the opposite team of FSK. And if you guys remember all that FSK drama that was going on and how we covered that KvK where Lion went up against FSK, yeah, dude, this group would be hyped already. Like, I wouldn't even care that they're not like the number 1, 2, or 3 group. Like, I would, if I could watch this group and go out of my way to do that, I would. But again, I need to consider, could we fit someone else in there that might make this group a little bit better? And now we're kind of getting down to like the 15 to the 14 bills. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it right now. Like, I think this is fine the way it is. But my worry is like the next group, right? So, but yeah, I mean, maybe this is okay. Maybe this isn't like too bad. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sleeping on Lion. They just don't have the T5 numbers to be. Yeah. 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 Why would you, Gun says, why, Stennis says, why would you want wager system? Judging from your league predictions, you're going to lose dragon coins, bro. What? Miguel says, man, BB is effing all up. Yeah, Dolores' dad is better due to 100 million plus. Both probably don't fit in the matchup. XWGL will get fed in it. Yeah. Because it's like, nah, bro, I cooked those predictions. The finals, maybe I could get cooked on prediction. Okay. DeLauren LMAO, poor Kyle. Yeah. Miguel says, I think O should be with IRWGLX group. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess if that's the case, you got to find someone then that could replace O that is more in line with this. Maybe GEX? Yeah, maybe GEX. I could maybe see GEX. So maybe we go GEX in this group, and then we do OO in the next group. I think that could work. Maybe even I was gonna say maybe 14 BS. But yeah, I just part of me feels like I don't want to go too much lower. I mean, to be fair, WGL could probably fit into that group as well. Yeah, WGL could fit into this group, but part of me wants to have them in the next group. So maybe we swap GEX in for them. For OO. Yeah. Oh, because Gun picks 68, which is GG's Kingdom over 225, yeah. Which is a 25 IW, yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's swap in GX. I think I do like that. Okay, which means this would potentially be an issue, but I do want to work in WGL here. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we probably could argue keeping BB in here, but we could also make a case for pushing them again to maybe the next group. Like, I feel like you could make both cases. just at this point for them. Let's see, dude. This is nuts. Yeah. Nice. 35 likes, man. 5 more until we're at 40. You guys can do it. So, yeah. Yeah. Pix says, what's up, Pix? They beat GG last KvK and GG last players to rage. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, part of me wants to put WGL in here. Just absolutely. Part of me also wants to put RK in here too. I just, okay. So, like, man, I feel bad. So, but let me, yeah, part of me feels like I have to include WGL and RK on this. But do we take out SHP 005 DK? That's going to be the question. Probably 05 DK, I'm thinking. Yeah. Let's do that. Mark says, can I see predictions on the number 4 KvK? Yes, yeah. We'll show that in a sec. Let me finish this and then I'll go top down for anyone that's just hanging out with us if you guys want to see that. This looks better to me. I like this. I am iffy. Is there a better option out there to replace SHPZ possibly? Right? I mean, you could maybe argue SHPZ 14BS, but well, maybe IR. Maybe we replace SHPZ with IR. Is that a possibility? Because they're around the 2, so that would give us another 2. Actually, I like that. I like that. Let's replace SHPZ with IR. Let's do that. I think this looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good, man. Like, even on the personal merits, like they line up really well. Okay, I like this. Sexy. All right. So 3, 5, 6. And then short-term memory loss is already kicked in. OOX 14BS. Rough life. RK WGIR. Okay. So did I say IR? I did. Okay, so this is who we have left, and now we would be doing the number 8 KvK on how that potentially looks, on how it could look. Oh, sorry, yeah. Let me go to the top, so I'll show all these off for you guys that maybe want to see them. What's up, Dream? We're only to the top 90, right? We're doing we're doing like the top 106. Those are, well, it's probably a little bit less than that. So it's probably around the top 100 or so. Yeah. Picks, what about BB? I mean, what about BB? No, I think we'll fit them into the next group, most likely. So this is the number 1 group. Number 2 group here is our estimate. Then we have number 3. And then we have number 4 is our estimate. Yeah. Number 5 is who we like. And then number 6. And then we'd have number 7. That's what we just did. So now we're on number 8. So now this is going to be, so this is our estimated 6. I think this is absolutely where we put BB. Why do I say that? Because their PvP activity percentage and merits are all very close to the others. And if you look at a lot of their other numbers, they fall more in line with other kingdoms that are around here. And I think if anything, just having, even if they are a little bit more in power, having more troops, again, I think what matters is your historical trend. Have you shown that you are going to use your troops and you're going to fight? And so I think it's a lot more accurate to go off of more PvP data than it is necessarily to kind of look just at power. I think it's okay to look at power if a lot of the other numbers line up. So, but I don't know too much about BB's kingdom. So for me, I think this is more in line with where I would probably put them. And I'm okay that I'm okay that they're 4 billion power more. So, because you have some other kingdoms here that, right? So you have some offsetting that you can do. Mikhail's like, yeah, now you put BB. Yeah. Gun says maybe BB had a dead KvK though. I mean, they might have. I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure where they were. What is it, 45? Oh, hang on. They'd be lower, wouldn't they? So, they might be new. They weren't in... They didn't play last season with the G2 pool. At least I don't think so. Because if they did, I would have had them listed. Yeah. So they're new to G2. What about... Oh, hang on. I'm tripping. I didn't go down far enough. No, they did. So they were 14.62. Who did they play with, though? Oh, they were a B kingdom. Oh, crap. Who did they play with? Oh, my bad. Hang on. Let's do AB groups. They had to be a little lower, though, huh? Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, they played in the POTC group. And the season before that, so here you go. There's some consistent data for you. So this was from last season, which means 2 seasons ago, their PvP activity percentage was 4.17. And now their PvP percentage is 6.85. Right? So I mean, they doubled their merits, and they're at 19.6. And then last season they were at oh crap, did I just lose them? No, I didn't. They're right here. Right? So they were at 14.6, so they've gained what, 5 billion power, and they doubled their merits? Okay. So I guess. But let me see. So they had 22 100 mil pluses. So that's important. They had 22 100 mil pluses last season. Sorry, 2 seasons ago. And then last season. Okay, so yeah, so they doubled almost their 100 mil pluses from recent migration. But the PvP activity, yeah, so it probably is just dead weight. Yeah. Hayes, what's up? Yeah. Hello, prediction is going. I want to see what our alliances we're facing. Well, I don't know if it would be what you're facing. These are just our estimates. Miguel says you don't think 502 and SHPZ should be changed for AG. I mean, I think so far all the groups are pretty close. I don't think anything is amazingly or shockingly off. I think it's fair to say there could be some swaps here and there, but I don't think the predictions we have so far for the 7 KvK groups, I don't think there's any like massive outliers. I think you can make the case for like small adjustments, maybe like a plus or minus 1, or like a 1 swap here or there. But I'm okay with them right now. So this is going to be for the number 8 group. Oh, Hayes says we allied with BB during SOS 3 when I'm still at 293. Spike was with them before. It's just pretty crazy how they were A class before and not that really active. Okay. So citing some activity. So in this case, for the number 8 KvK, what am I looking at? Okay. Yes, I think no matter what, I have to leave BB. I can't really swap them. Maybe we could swap 502. Pix says, by the way, the alliances with a lot of 125 million plus power, the number 5 KvK should be in a higher KvK group. CoD put more emphasis on T5 power for matchmaking. I mean, again, this is when I'm going off of it. It's more of how do they look compared to the other people in the group, and at the same time, I'm also thinking about future groups, right, for more balancing purposes. So when I'm doing predictions, I'm not necessarily going off of purely how the COD team factors in certain things. I'm going a little bit more off what I think objectively makes more sense when you're trying to kind of get averages to be as close as possible, where you don't want outliers, and also you don't want the matchup that you put in one group to drastically affect a future group, right? Because that's one of the biggest problems one of the bigger problems we've seen that has happened in some of the KvK groups in past is that the COD team had favored, I don't want to say favored, but they would match kingdoms within certain groups, but then there really wasn't a lot of consideration for the next or some of the next KvK groups that ended up having a little bit more imbalance. So again, I do think it's important to look at multiple factors, but for me, again, when I'm looking at it, that's also what I'm trying to look at, if that kind of helps give a little bit more insight. But we can always go back and take a look at it afterwards to see. There's definitely no problem with double checking. Okay, but for the number 8 group here, like I said, we're not going to move BB. Maybe 502. Maybe 502 we could swap. But then who do we swap them for? What about Fate? What if we swap 502 for Fate? That actually seems pretty darn good, I think. I mean, it's not like, amazing, but maybe, what about 297? We can maybe swap them for either, I mean, Fate would be okay. I think Fate would still be an improvement from 502. But SG97 might actually be better. Yeah. Hey says Fate was the 05 DK and else merge. Okay, Miguel, you think 262 could work too? Okay. Yeah, I think you might be onto something. 262 actually might not be too bad. Someone to swap in. And then Fate could go into the next group. Yeah. And at least this way you get someone else around 10%, even if they're a little bit lower in power, but they fight. I mean, the numbers are still kind of middle of the pack there for 262. So, okay, I can see that. I can see that. So let's swap 502 for 262. Okay. I like that. Not bad. What was that? OR seal? Yeah. Oops. And then we said 262? Yeah. Cool. So let me see. Where's 9? Oh, not 9. There we go. Okay, so next group would look like this. Yeah. I mean, this actually isn't too bad. $14,931. This is about a 1.8 build difference. 77612. I mean, it's not too high. I mean, if we swapped one, maybe 502. GNR and 1-up. Okay, so we put GNR and 1-up, and we swap out what? 502 and maybe AG. No, maybe 299. So maybe we swap out 502, 299, and we do 259, 395. I mean, they also have the lowest merits. That could be. I could see that. So we would remove this, and then we would throw in GNR and 1-up. I'm not mad at it. I think it would also set up the next group even better. I mean, heck, man, you might even be able to fit GRZ in here too. Jeez. But if we did that, we'd have to remove LOC, I think. And I just don't know if that's worth it. Yeah. Yeah, this is okay. I'm just looking at LOC and Fate right now to see if... I mean, LOC seems like the only one, but I mean, maybe we could fit GRZ in for them. I could see that. $411 was maybe 82. We could. I'm iffy on that. Like I could see LOC staying. I could also see swapping LOC. Oh god. Excuse me. Swapping LOC for GRZ maybe. I don't know if I do bomb though. Miguel says Fate for fun. And GRZ for lock. Fun, or you mean FU? Okay. Maybe. One away. Let's see. How does Fate compare? Vikingo says replace AG with VKG. I don't know. VKG just seems a little bit too low for me. Like I'd want to try and keep it more around 12 bill if I could. I mean, it's not bad, but I also, the other thing is I need to set that up too, because you got to consider this, right? Which is going to be AVIC R and W. So you got to think about the next group too. Honestly, we might just have to leave it because, like I said, yeah, we also got to think about the next group. I mean, again, I don't think it's god awful. Yeah. Yeah, just I think again, you could maybe sell me on GRZ for lock. But you could also sell me on leaving GRZ and then put GRZ in the next group. Because I think the next group you're already kind of looking at AVIC, RNW. You could probably throw GRZ FU Bear in there. Maybe VKG. I mean, you're kind of setting yourself up a little bit. So oops, crap, what did I do? What did I do? Oh yeah, I removed. Oh crap, I'm forgetting now. I had LOC. Fate was there, AG. Oh crud, did I remove AG? No. Was it this? Am I tripping? Someone might have to remind me. Loopy, what's up, man? Welcome. Somebody's telling me I'm off somewhere. And it's just it's not coming to me. To be fair, this isn't awful though. Loopy says thanks for the news, KvK. Of course, man, more than welcome. More than welcome. So honestly, this isn't bad. Part of me feels like I had one up in here somewhere, right? Maybe I didn't though. You know, I think this is okay. I don't think this is like too far off from some of the other numbers. Oh, I did have one up? Who did I swap one up for? Was it AG? Did I swap them for AG? Was that how I had it? Part of me is like, that's maybe the only thing I could have done. Unless I swapped them for AC for lock. Oh, it was Beck for one up? That's what I did? Oh, I see. So it wasn't Beck. I mean, part of me was just thinking like, that's fine. Because the 13-5-2 for me, that sets up the next group even better. I think Beck actually works like this. Yeah, shockingly enough, I actually think this works. Because they're all pretty close to each other. It's like, and the 7.32 isn't the lowest. Let's do this. This actually isn't bad for a potential group 9. That actually works out pretty good. So it was here, and then we did that GNR back. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that actually doesn't seem too bad. Okay. So this would be the potential next group. Dude, where's 167, man? How far down are they? Oh, they're right there. Oh my gosh. How many am I on right now? Is this group 10? Damn, dude, we're on group 10. This is taking a while. Oh my gosh, my face hurts, dude. Yeah. Absolutely nuts, man. Yeah. So for this one, listen, man, I don't know if I want to give 502 the BB treatment again, but part of me is feeling like maybe I should just unselect them. I just, yeah. I mean, part of me wants to deselect NXCS too. Yeah. Pixis 502 can say then deselect NXC and bomb for AVIC. I mean, if that's the case, I might as well deselect both and then put AVIC and RNW in there. I mean, I think that would be good. I think that would be a good match. So maybe we do that. Maybe we do that, and then we'll do this. This actually doesn't seem bad to me. Maybe you could remove 64 and put Bear in. That could be an option as well. Right? So we swap out Bomb for Bear. What do you guys think on that? That actually doesn't... I'm not mad at it, to be honest. I mean, A3... Bomb isn't bad, but it's just... I mean, it's close. I mean, I guess you could still even make an argument for keeping them. I like this right now. Part of me feels like I could maybe see Bear getting swapped in for Bomb, but it's close. Basically, yeah, this group might be stronger than the previous group. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. What do you guys think? Should we swap bear for bomb or no, this is okay? I mean, I like how this looks. Yeah. Ooh. What's up, bud? Okay, Pix is saying he thinks swap. Any other takers for swap? Like I said, I could go either way on this one, I think. But at the same time, I'm still okay with it. I think bear actually might work better in the next group anyways. So, because we got to consider that too as well. Like, how does the next group look? So, yeah, let's do that. Let's just leave it. I think that's okay. Oh, man, I should have Jackie Chan slapped that fly. Hmm. 6, okay. So 4 to 7, 10, 11. Oh, crap, there goes my 10, 11. Who was it? AVIC RNW? Yeah. Okay. So here we go, man. This would be potentially the next group then that we'd get. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Viking says, holy sheet, man. What's up? Yeah. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. The important part is that you have 4 kingdoms that are all kind of around the same amount of merits, right? So it's like, it doesn't necessarily matter that they're lower than the other two, because like they're not too far off from each other, right? Like if we look at some of the other numbers here, like 30, 29, 8, 7, 3, 2, like it's all pretty close. So I actually think this group is fine. This is pretty fair. I don't really have any overwhelming critiques on this one. This actually looks pretty good. So I think I'm just going to throw it down. And see, that's what you have to consider too as well. It's not just about, it's not just about making one group the absolute best that it can be. If you can get it there, that's fantastic. But you also have to think about the ripple effect, right? So how is you matching one group going to affect the other groups? And that's something that you've heard me be vocal of in some of the past KvKs, or in some of the past KvK seasons, where the devs put certain teams together, or they did certain matchups when maybe there was an opportunity to maybe do some better ones here or there. And again, keep in mind, this is just face value based on how the numbers are. But again, in my opinion, I think that there were a few opportunities in some of the KvK seasons where we could have seen some better matchups. And that's my point, is that, is that at the same time, keep in mind, and that's why I always provide that as context, is that, we kind of only have a limited viewpoint, right? Because we don't have access to all the data that they do. I mean, even just knowing like spending capabilities, like if you just think about what is a massive data point and a factor, which is, okay, well, how much money do the kingdoms spend on average in KvKs? Like, that's something the devs have access to, right? When wars are happening, when fighting's happening, how much are they spending? How much, You know, how much are they healing, as an example? And like some of those things we can see, but like the money part of it and maybe some other details, we can't see that information. So, you know, just kind of take everything. I don't know if I want to say with a grain of salt, but well, yeah, maybe that might be an okay way of putting it. So, okay. So that was pretty good. So this would be the next group potentially is what we'd have. So maybe we'll just go down to 10. We'll just maybe stop around the 10 bill. And we can always finish this and do more later, but I mean, we've done a lot so far. Yeah. And see, there you go. Yeah, it's like Droid Dream said. This is basically an estimate. It's not the real thing. Devs can change, of course. And again, you know, like when I did this prediction, when we did the prediction last season, I think we got like 4 out of 10 right. But again, keep in mind, my predictions were not really going off purely and holistically what the devs have publicly said is factored in, at least that we have public access to. So, you know, for me, I was kind of looking at trying to set the groups up to be the best, you know, fighting, have the best fighting potential, and also to have the best team up potential as well. So that's kind of how I'm approaching it, how I've always looked at it. So, you know, the way I do predictions is probably going to be different, or will be different than how, you know, standard predictions would probably be done if you're just kind of, you know, purely going off of what the devs factoring systems are. But again, I value certain things differently. That's basically all that is. So this would potentially be the next group. Let's see. This actually doesn't seem too bad. 2, 2, 2, 5, 3, 3. Maybe could fit Sura in here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. 16. Maybe we'd swap out DAU. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'd put DND. Yeah, maybe we put 194 and 174 in this group. I actually think that's fair. But who do we take out? Right, so it's like if I want to put them and them. Yeah, but we'd have to take 2 out from the top group. So I'm thinking maybe we take DAU. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking DAU, but then we got to do one more. I mean, I'm thinking either. Damn. Honestly, damn, either unit or maybe WTF. I mean, DK is kind of right there, but maybe. I mean, I guess maybe it's just. 9.9. Yeah. Snicks, I think, is okay. Yeah, maybe it is DK. Maybe DK isn't. I mean, part of me kind of didn't want to, but it just feels like... Yeah, the others just have more PvP activity percentage. And okay, maybe we do these. Oopsies. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't think that's bad. So unit, this actually doesn't seem that bad. Crap, unit, WTF, sticks FA. And then S2AK D&D. All right, here we go. So I think this will be the last one we do. Pix says D&D is absolutely insane. They have a shit ton of whales with SVIP. They can beat a 14-bill alliance, in my opinion. Oh, damn. Hey says II and D&D should be in the same KvK. Okay. Yeah, let's do... we'll do, like I said, we'll do one more here. Well, at least one more, I'll say. Yeah, I mean, we're getting close to I. Maybe. I don't know, part of me feels like it's a little bit of a stretch. I think I'd rather put I in the next group, if anything. I mean, this group isn't bad. 11.3, what's that, 1.3 build difference? I mean, maybe you could swap out RP for someone. Maybe RP for law. That could be an option. Yeah. Yeah, so if I swap someone out, like I said, it probably would be RP. I mean, I guess I could put AFK in there. That would still be, well, maybe, what's that, 10.6? Yeah, that actually might work better. Maybe we do AFK for them, and then we can do like law, ASC laws, SVR, and maybe have that be the next group. Something like that, I think, might actually work out better. Yeah. Ren, what's up, man? Hello, BN. Who you think one up will match up? We did one up for predictions. I can show that off in a bit. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking this. I feel like AFK might actually be a better than RP here. Let's do that. So I'm gonna swap out RP and I'm gonna put AFK. In that mix. I think that looks better for me, is what I'm thinking. Here now. Yeah. Lauren says lol laws. Lumpy, I hope we don't match up on paper power alliances. Yeah. Yeah. Delar says you're putting us against laws. Come on, don't do that to me, Bo. Gio, what up, baby? Man, been a minute. Always happy to see your face in here. Lol, Iverus Laws, a good portion of us are from Laos. Oh, really? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, so maybe we do that. I'm thinking. We have over double. Well, we'll see. Let me see how it's looking right now. So, this actually isn't. Hmm. Laws is a dead kingdom. UE. There's Tony. Bean's a hitter. She says, "Hi, I know, bro. I'm back at it, grinding COD. Can't quit this game." Nice, man. Nice to Lauren. I'm depressed. I'm migrating Tony. Admiral, what's up, man? D, 1 billion Maris 3 seasons in a row. W, nice. Yeah, man. I just this isn't bad. We could put I in the next pool. That might actually work out better because the power rolls would be closer, and there's still some heavy hitters. This group isn't bad. I guess I'm a little iffy on RP. Like maybe I can swap them for AFK. Yeah, man. Yeah. Freddie, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Also, 3 more likes until we're at 40. You guys can do it. So, yeah. I just... part of me feels like AFK probably would be better. Just because the 100s and the 125s would be a little bit closer. And they do have more 80s than RP and more 60s. I think I just like this more. Yeah. I do. I just... Yeah, I think I like this more for this matchup. And then I think it also sets up like the next matchup a little bit better. It's 879 4. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you got some heavy PvP percentages there. I think I like this. I think I like this. Oops. I did not mean to only grab those. Oh, crap. Now I have to remember what I grabbed. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't grab the whole thing? Oh, my gosh. Let me not die. So, 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay. I think I took out law, right? Yeah. So this is what it would be. Why didn't it copy? Oh, here we go. Nice. Okay, so that's good. So ZPG Sura AFK. So we got the 15. And we have a lot of freaking KvKs here, huh? All right, so next group would be this, but now we're starting to get close where we can do a little bit of nitpicking. So I think we put I in this group. We put... Maybe Kin SVR PX we consider. Maybe some of those. Maybe more like Kin PX. So, oh my God, dude, maybe I need to take 21 out. I didn't realize they were at 1.1. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you out. Honestly, might have to take RP out again. So what if we take them out? Maybe NWS we take out. Either of them or laws. Maybe we take laws out because their numbers are really low. So let's see, can we find a better? So we'd have to find two better options here. If we do, well, see, that's the problem too. They got 25 100s, but it's like it's just really low. I'm iffy on that. Let me see though. What if we put Kin and PX? Muzan, what's up, man? It's 2 a.m. here. I'm a little bit sleepy, but nah, I'm gonna watch NASTi live. What up, man? Ren says I don't see who BN think we will fight. We might have done it a little higher up. Part of me thinks maybe this is okay. Maybe we could swap in DNM though. That could be something. We could honestly, maybe we swap out NWS for like SVR. That could be a thing. I mean, maybe not. They do have lower merit points, but it's just, man, that sucks. Yeah, the only other option maybe would be RP. I mean, unless we went lower. We could go KOV. 276 wouldn't be a bad option. So maybe we do that. I'm actually not mad on that, dude. What if we do that? What if we swap out NWS and we go KOV? So this would be the 6. This looks a lot better to me now. This looks a lot better to me. I mean, yeah, maybe NF57. That's true. That actually wouldn't be. It's just, I'm just wondering about that because they just had people leave. So that's the thing. NF57, they had a bunch of people just leave. So the thing is, I don't know where they're at. Oh, yeah. And I think that's inflated. Let me see real quick. Hang on. Give me a sec. I can go into 57 and take a quick look. Yeah, because I don't know if I had updated the I don't know if I updated their merits. Let me see here. Yeah, let me just check. I'm not mad at these 6. I actually think these 6 are pretty good. Let me see where 57's at. Yeah, so they're at 6176. Yeah, their merits are their merits are lower. So it's like 1 million less. So they're probably closer to about maybe 11 or 12%. Not 26. So, but I'd be okay with them going maybe in the next group. Again, I'm not mad at these 6 right now. I actually think this is pretty good. Yeah, because the only other option maybe you could work in possibly RP, but you'd have to find, and I just don't think anyone else is really, yeah, like I'm okay with this actually. Oops. Am I going to be able to? Oh crap! I should have taken a screenshot. Should take a screenshot. Damn it! Who did I select? I've already forgot. It was these two, right? Yeah. And then it was, I think I removed NWS. We did PX, I think. We did I. And then, crap, was it Ken? Was this it? Was this what I had? Oh, Hay says we got someone from 57, yeah. It's like if this is what the KvKs are going, so DNM swap. Oh yeah, I had KOV, didn't I? Thank you. Thank you, yeah, oh crap, short-term memory loss was getting to me there. KOV, cool. Okay, cool. There we go, nice. So that would be the group. That was weird. Whatever that was, jeez. Okay. So Ken, PXI, KOV. Okay. There we go. Okay. Bian says, Tiny says, I wins that without a question. Should be up. Wins that solo. Yeah, just and maybe we could swap I for someone up here. I just don't know who. Maybe we'd swap him for HTF. Yeah, what if we did that? I don't think that'd be bad. 835, 13.3. So we could do. Here, I wonder if we did that. And then we did HTF for I. Okay. I like that too. That's not too shabby. I think this is better. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, did I double up on? Whoa, what did I do? Oh my god, law, DK. Did I double up on this? Oh, I did double up on this. This is so weird. Oh crap, maybe I'm missing someone. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot recall now. I thought I had this right. I don't know. Maybe I just accidentally. Oh, maybe I just accidentally did too many. That's okay. So 13. Let's go 14. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe, I guess maybe we could put I a little higher up, huh? Maybe we put them one group up. So if we did, I have to think about that. If we did, who would I swap out from here, though? Because that'd be rough. Maybe not. 53, 157. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, who's the weak link? Who do we take out? Snicks? Oh, that'd be hard to sell. Maybe unit. If we did that, well, I guess you could. Yeah, maybe we take out unit. I mean, they have a 300 though, but they just don't have as many of the others. That could work. So maybe we swap. Maybe we swap unit for I. All right, that seems better. There we go. Okay. I think I like that more now. There we go. So I think this is actually better now, overall. Okay. We will leave it as such. See, sometimes after you make the groups, then it can be a little bit easier when we look at other. Tony's like, that's a KvK we would be happier with. Yeah, I think it looks better. Let's see where we at. Yeah, right. I was like, no matter what, we're not allying you. All right. All right, fam. Well, listen, I think that's probably where we're going to close it out. We did 15 groups today. It was a lot. I think tomorrow the plan is going to be, so let me give a quick reminder. I'm going to be reminding people all throughout the week before we get off. Very important. Keep in mind, I'm going to show this to you guys on the screen too, because let me see if I can switch this over real quick. So just to let you know, we will be, let me take this off real quick. Right. We have Rise of the Dragon, sorry, Brink of War, right, for ROTD. Matchmaking is coming up on the, finishes here in 3.5 days. So we're going to get that on the 6th, right? Because once Brink of War starts, that's when the groups get announced. So that means that that's going to happen on Friday. So on Friday at reset, which is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time for me, 0 going in. We are going to be streaming on Friday night, which is going to be the 5th of September. So, and we're going to try and go live at around 6:30 p.m. Eastern, which will probably be around 22:30. So we'll be live again on Friday, about an hour and a half to 2 hours before reset, just getting everything set up, and then waiting until the groups are announced. And then, like I said, on Thursday, the 4th, I'm probably going to go back through all the kingdoms and we're going to update the numbers on Thursday evening. So we're ready to go Friday night. So we at least have some numbers within 24 hours. And then we'll be there to plug in all the numbers, and then we can do predictions on teams as well. So we'll be there for official group announcements. We'll plug and sort all the data, and then we will do matchup predictions as well at that time. So again, that's going to be a massive stream. I'm going to be really excited to cover that for when that comes up. So yeah, that is going to be it for me. Remember as well, as a last note, that the public version of the spreadsheet for this G2 KvK season is available now on the Discord. There's a link to the Discord in the live chat pinned at the top. And once you join, you just go to the, I'll show that too as well real quick. Might as well, since I'm already here. Right, so we'll go, where am I going here? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so for here, a bunch of other people are already joined, but once you join, you'll go to reaction roles. And then when you get here, you'll go to CallofDragons. It's going to be the one that has the most amount of reactions for it, but you look for that here. And then you just go to where it says CallofDragons. If it doesn't pop out, just click it. And then you go to COD data stats, and I uploaded it here. So you're going to find it there in temporary stats at the very bottom. That's where you'll be able to find that. Okay. I think there's already some people that are taking a look at it. Yeah. Well, never mind. There's a lot more people taking a look at it now. But again, that's where we're at currently. And like I said, we will do one final update to the stats on Thursday. So yeah. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for showing some love and support this week. As you all know, I'm really only streaming every other week when I don't have my girls. And so, you know, it's nice to kind of get back into everything. And so, you know, being able to stream a little bit more often after things have kind of settled down for me helps a lot. It's always nice hanging out and chatting with everyone. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the stuff that we show off. And hopefully we're going to get more into this, cover some more RoW League stuff. We might even do some more wars too as well. So a couple more things that we got to look at. But I'll be planning and hoping to stream tomorrow again, probably at around the same time. It's going to be somewhere like maybe 6:30 p.m. Eastern at the earliest if we do. That's the hope. That's going to be around 22:30 UTC. So again, as long as nothing comes up for me tomorrow, that's the plan. So yes. And Tiny, yes, I may join. I do need to try and get 1 or 2 video recordings in before I hit the sack. But I will try. I will try. So, but anyways, listen, you guys have a great rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And as always, man, thanks for showing some love and support. We'll catch you in the next one.